Bangor. From the Great North Woods to the Rock Mount Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, an accident yesterday on Route 15 blocked both paths of travel for about an hour and sent 3 people to the hospital. Plus, it may be springtime, but chimney fires are still possible, which was the case at one Bucksport resident yesterday. And we'll hear about legislators' thoughts about the possible repeal of ranked choice voting. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith and thank you for tuning in this morning. Let's get a first check of that forecast. Meteorologist Devin Biggs joins us now.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members-only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We have a few alerts that are in effect. This is a winter weather advisory in the northern parts of the state that'll last until about 4 a.m. as we head towards your Friday. Because of snow that has been falling out there as well, we also have a small craft advisory that's posted until 2 p.m. on Friday as well along the coast because the gusty winds will continue to be an issue moving forward. We do have snow moving through the region this morning, and it's reaching further down to the south at the moment, but we'll gradually start to see this transition over to rain as we'll start seeing temperatures rising. So the snow will mainly be an issue for the northern parts of the state, especially near the Presque Isle area moving forward, but everywhere else so we'll be seeing this transition over to rain. So any snow that does fall will not be accumulating. We do have more precipitation off toward the west, so there's more where this came from, so we're going to keep this going throughout today and the parts of tonight before it starts to taper off soon. Futurecast for today, there's more precipitation moving in right behind it, and then we'll start seeing things back off later on tonight and in the daytime period for tomorrow. As for the winds, not too bad though. They'll be switching out of the east to the south at times, but mainly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. A few higher sustained winds at around 15 miles per hour possible, especially as we head towards your Friday. So your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing precipitation moving in, mainly rain later this morning to the afternoon. Temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Day 3 of the Jordan Bishop trial took place yesterday at Penobscot Judicial Center with cross-examinations of a witness and the victim, James Parent. Our Matthew Duronsik has the story.
Jordan Bishop of Orrington faces multiple attempted murder and assault charges as well as reckless conduct with a firearm after allegedly shooting and wounding Parent outside Tesoro's Italian restaurant on May 11, 2019. During cross-examinations, witness Jeremy Mountain recounted his interactions with Bishop. He said Bishop appeared intoxicated prior to the shooting. Parent was then called to the stand to describe what he remembered. He said Mountain tried on several occasions to ask Bishop to leave the premise. He also said there were moments where Bishop acted aggressively, including one instance where he charged at the restaurant owner. Parent showed the jury the rear naked chokehold he used on Bishop, saying he did it to end the situation. He went on to say he tried to lead Bishop into the street after he returned with a gun. He said that he tried to tell Bishop to drop the gun moments before he was chased and shot in the head and multiple times in the back. Witness testimonies will continue on Thursday. In Bangor, Matthew Duronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Penobscot County Grand Jury has indicted a Bangor man who allegedly threatened to shoot people over a parking space. 31-year-old Kyle Regal was indicted for terrorizing with a dangerous weapon and assault. Police say officers witnessed Regal waving a handgun and threatening to shoot people at the intersection of Cedar and 2nd Streets in Bangor. No one was seriously injured. 21-year-old Colby Cooper of Brewer was indicted in connection with an alleged kidnapping incident. It happened in the Bangor Target parking lot in January. Police say they received multiple calls from witnesses who reported seeing a man force a woman into a U-Haul rental van. Police stopped the van on I-395. Cooper was indicted for a number of charges, including kidnapping, eluding an officer, and domestic violence assault. And a Brewer man was indicted in connection with an alleged robbery. 42-year-old Ronald Cody was arrested after a man running down the road wearing only boxer shorts flagged down the police. He told them he had been robbed at a home on Center Street in Bangor. Cody was indicted on a variety of charges, including robbery, kidnapping, and criminal threatening with a dangerous weapon. A 3-car crash on Route 15 blocked both paths of travel earlier yesterday. This is a picture of the crash that happened at around 11 a.m. on the Orrington-Bucksport line. Bucksport Police Sergeant Darren Moody says the driver of a 2017 Ford Fiesta stopped to make a left turn when the vehicle was hit from behind by a 2019 Jeep Cherokee. The force of the crash caused the Jeep to go into the opposite lane, striking a 2013 Subaru Crosstrek. 3 people were transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Route 15 was closed in both directions for about an hour. A chimney fire broke out at a residence in Bucksport Wednesday morning. Orrington, Bucksport, and Castine fire departments responded to 1051 River Road just after 9 a.m. to knock down the flames. Bucksport Fire Department Captain Pam Payson said crews that first arrived to the scene saw smoke coming from the chimney. Captain Payson emphasized the importance of cleaning your chimney frequently.
Make sure you're cleaning your chimney. If it hasn't been cleaned since fall or early spring of last year, you are still, especially if you're mulling a fire, that's not taking care of what's inside of your chimney.
Payson said the homeowners were not home at the time of the incident and no one was injured. Some of the walls did sustain fire damage, but we were told, the home is in livable condition. A brand new homeless shelter opens its doors in Portland. The new Homeless Services Center has been years in the making. Many see it as a way not just to replace another shelter downtown, but going far beyond what that could provide.
Your environment has a massive impact.
Anya Karen knows what the city's Oxford Street shelter was like. A cramped building where people had to sleep on mats.
It sucks, it's overwhelming, it's scary, it's unfair, and it makes you feel like the whole world is working against you.
Physically, it was very difficult to engage at Oxford Street, and there were a lot of other challenges.
The Oxford Street shelter will permanently close. Here, adults will get actual beds with outlets and fresh meals, plus help with housing, healthcare, dental issues, or assistance finding supports for other needs.
Which might be looking for recovery residences or treatment, or might just be a relationship with someone who's kind of been there.
There's room for 208 people, though city leaders know there are more people in need out there.
We are in the midst of a crisis in our city and in our state, with the largest number of people experiencing homelessness that we have ever seen.
That includes a large influx of asylum seekers since the start of the year.
How does that impact how many people you're actually able to serve that need a place like this right now?
Well, for the most part, the asylum seekers who have been coming to Maine consistently since the fall of 2021 have been families.
Mayor Kate Snyder says they are seeing some individual new Mainers.
So certainly there's a need here for both people who have already been here and find themselves circumstantially homeless and the population of asylum seekers.
She says they continue to ask for help addressing the need for shelter and services from regional and state partners.
The Old Town Elks Lodge has been collecting furniture and other household essentials since February. Elks Lodge 1287 had been collecting the items for the Welcome to Housing Home Goods Bank, also in Old Town, and dropped the items off yesterday morning. The nonprofit provides free furniture, household essentials, and even medical and adaptive equipment to those in need at no cost. Welcome to Housing founder Chris Olson said that it is a wonderful opportunity and surprise, and that in addition to keeping the warehouse stocked, it also helps raise awareness about their program, which helps people such as those displaced by fires or domestic violence move from shelters to permanent housing. All right, the time now is 8:08. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, there could soon be some legislative intervention for the wait times experienced by people who aren't able to access their SNAP benefits. But first, let's take another look at that forecast. Rain and snow are likely throughout the day today, highs of around 43 degrees. Dropping down about 34 tonight, we'll be seeing some rain showers. And partly cloudy and breezy tomorrow, highs of 46 degrees.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. Just go to anthemainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainehealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
A public hearing was held yesterday for a bill that would do away with ranked choice voting in Maine. Our David Ledford spoke with those for and against the change.
Maine legislators and voters gathered to consider a bill that would repeal the current ranked choice voting system, which allows voters to choose candidates in order of preference and has been used in certain elections in the state since 2018. LD 1038 would reinstate plurality voting for all state elections, where the winner of an election is decided by which candidate receives more votes than any other, even without the majority vote. Those who support repealing the current method share their frustrations with the system.
Most people don't know what it is, so we have to explain to them. And even after that, they're confused. It's misleading, it's cheating, it's slimy. That's all I have to say.
While those in favor of the bill say that ranked choice voting is difficult to understand, some say that it provides better options at the ballot box.
In life, we're ranking things all the time, whether that's what to have for dinner with our families or where we're going to go on vacation, what movie to watch. Ranked choice voting for elections is no different. Ranked choice voting lets you vote with your preferences, not just with your fears about who might win an election, but who you really want to win an election.
However, Republican sponsors of the bill say that the current voting setup comes with other concerns.
The question in the past has always been the validity of the elections. And if people don't have that confidence, it kind of defeats the purpose of our democratic system.
Joanne Batista, Deputy Secretary of State and Policy Advisor for the department, spoke on behalf of Secretary of State Shenna Bellows in opposition to the bill.
Rather than having to stress and worry that voting for their favorite candidate in a plurality election may end up helping their least favorite candidate win, that they will have to vote for the lesser of two evils.
From here, the bill will need to be voted on in both the House and the Senate. In Augusta, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Maine officials met yesterday to consider a bill that would prohibit the use of ballot drop boxes in Maine elections. Republican Senator Eric Brakey, a sponsor of LD 1055, says that dropping off absentee ballots at secured drop boxes, which began in Maine in 2020 as a pandemic precaution, is no longer necessary for public safety and poses some concerns for voting. However, those in opposition say drop boxes increase voter participation. People on both sides of the argument shared their thoughts on the bill.
So the integrity of our ballots is a concern. Drop boxes free from consistent monitoring widen the avenues for ballot harvesting and ballot destruction.
We have multiple layers of checks and balances to ensure that the ballots that are received by our drop boxes are legitimate ballots.
State officials say that in Maine's November 2022 election, 364 out of 500 municipalities utilized drop boxes. LD 1055 was introduced on March 7th and has yet to be voted on by the legislature. Mainers have been facing issues with getting in touch with DHHS. People have been struggling to talk to anyone at the department recently, hoping to get help with SNAP benefits. And now one lawmaker is seeing if the Government Oversight Committee will look into it. State Senator Mike Tipping says he's been hearing about these same issues for some time now. He was planning on introducing a bill to address call wait times involving DHHS, but that's being withdrawn because he hopes there's a faster way to tackle this. Tipping says he's talked with other lawmakers on the Government Oversight Committee about taking a closer look.
At the very least, like some answers here of what's going on and what needs to be done to make sure that people can get through and get the help that they need. Folks that need food or need medicine or need health care. And when no one's there to answer the phone, I think that's a fundamental failure.
Senator Tipping is unsure when the committee might take up this issue. All right, the time now is 8:15. After the break, we'll hear why the Natural Resources Council of Maine is urging lawmakers to pass 2 bills in order to help bottle redemption centers. This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
Here at Twin City Tire and Service, you will be working with industry professionals. We have ASE certified master technicians and certified tire and lube technicians. If we need your vehicle for a duration of time, we offer a complimentary shuttle service and can even offer a loaner vehicle. Being a client at Twin City Tire and Service means that we will treat you right. This includes a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on mechanical repairs. We also provide you with 1 year of complimentary roadside assistance. Come see us today at Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer.
There's never been a better time to get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Get 0% APR and $500 bonus cash with 0 payments until June on 8 of our most popular models. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
No matter what type of dog you have, or cat you have, Frontline Plus lets you take them everywhere, no matter how you define it. Frontline, the #1 name in flea and tick protection.
Mom and Dad, you must be so proud.
We're proud of all of our children.
She has to say that. Bazinga, bazinga, bazinga. Ah!
Are you trying to kill me?
Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
The Natural Resources Council of Maine held a webinar to explain what they call an emergency situation with Maine's redemption centers. Maine's bottle bill goes back to the 70s when the small charge was added to every bottle sold in order to reduce litter. According to the council and other industry experts, redemption centers have been closing at an alarming rate. And the costs to operate the bottle take-back centers have been rising.
The problems that are happening in the redemption industry are by virtue of the fact that we've had tremendous increases in our cost. The state of Maine regulates what we get paid. And we're in need of a pay increase, which is called our handling fee, that is past due.
There is new legislation in the works with some public discussion set for as early as next week. Participants in this webinar say the bottle bill just needs a revamp to fix for inflation from when the bill was originally introduced. Welch says that a 0.5 cent increase would go a long way to keeping redemption centers viable. Senator Angus King introduced some new legislation that would allow state-inspected meat and poultry products to be sold across state lines. Currently, meat products must be processed at one of the U.S. Department of Agriculture certified facilities. This would greatly help businesses that produce meat and products in Maine but would like to sell outside of the state. King says that if Maine farmers have proven the quality of their meat and poultry products under federally approved state programs, they shouldn't have to jump through extra hoops to expand into new markets. All right, in other news now, a local robotics team has gained recognition as one of the best in the entire world. Devin Dagnall got into the nuts and bolts of it all to find out what sets them apart.
From humble beginnings, Bucksport's robotics team has shot to the top of the charts, and they're stopping nothing short of world domination.
We really want to drive ourselves forward to be able to place high, do well, and I think a lot of teams are happy to be there, but we want to prove that a small town from Maine, it's just as good as any of those engineering schools.
After taking gold at the New England First Robotics Competition, Team 6329 was ranked 9th internationally. Like their robot Shock, the team runs like a well-oiled machine, with each member sharing just as much of the work as they do the victory.
There's Pit, Drive Team, Scout Team. Pit oversees the building, and then Scouts handle all of our strategy.
And when the pressure is on, the Drive Team shines best.
Drive Team handles the competition aspect. They'll drive the robot.
It's a lot of pressure sometimes because your whole team has put a lot of work into these past 8 weeks for this comp, and we're trying to make the robot do the best they can.
As long as the robot is performing, we're expected to perform, and even in high-pressure situations, like, oh no! We try our best to stay relaxed.
Right now, the team has their eyes locked on the international first competition in Houston this coming April, and they're confident they'll make an impact if they can make it.
The kids are very well prepared, and they have redundant systems backed up. Hopefully it won't come to that, but we're prepared for the worst.
In Bucksport, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
9th in the entire nation. That is incredible. Congratulations to them and best of luck in April. Okay, the time is now 8:21. Let's get a full look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members-only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. Alrighty, here we are. We do have some advisories posted. A winter weather advisory until 4 a.m. as we head towards your Friday for the northern parts of the state for accumulating snow of around 4 to 5 inches possible on top of what's already fallen. A small craft advisory up until 2 p.m. as well along the coast, and as up through Friday as well. Friday at around 2 p.m. because of the wave heights that will be increasing. For now, they are not increasing. Look at this, rather low out there. I haven't seen a map like this in quite some time. We'll start seeing that change for our next system moving in. We're just bringing some precipitation, at least as we speak, mainly as snow. We'll start to see most of the state switch over to rain, except for the northern parts of the state, as temperatures for everywhere else will get above freezing and make it into the 40s overall. But the big picture showing these two systems that are starting to merge together now. We'll start seeing them track off towards the north and east. And once we get things out of here later on tonight, things will start to calm down, especially as we head towards tomorrow. Let's break all this down with Futurecast. So we have a little bit of snow and rain this morning, a lot more rain on the way during the afternoon period. Snow for the northern parts of the state as well. Later on tonight, we'll start seeing things calm down. And then by tomorrow morning, look at this, maybe even some sunshine to start things off and a few passing clouds for some as well. Notice the pressure gradient stays a little tight with some wind. We'll have to keep an eye on as well with that system as it continues to move away, but things remaining calm again relatively as we head towards early Saturday morning. So as for the snow, it looks a little bit like this. An additional 4 to 5 inches or so before we're all finished up. Notice farther down toward the south. Not much expected, though, as all this will mainly fall as rain and some decent rainfall at that as well. Some areas could see up to an additional half-inch of rain before we're all finished up here across the region. So some decent water on the way here across this part of the state. Our average high is 42 degrees. We'll reach for the lower to middle 40s the next few days. Upper 30s Sunday, back in the 40s Monday to Tuesday. Upper 30s again as we head towards your Wednesday. Forecast for today, lower 40s, rain and snow switching over to all rain. That southwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, middle 30s, rain showers early, then becoming partly cloudy. Northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, mid 40s, partly cloudy and breezy. Northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Will be mostly cloudy on Saturday, highs in the lower 40s. Upper 30s on Sunday with rain and snow on the way. Mostly cloudy by Monday, highs in the mid-40s.
Find meaningful work in direct care, no matter where you are in life.
The difference that you make in somebody else's life is absolutely incredible.
Visit mainjobs.care/WVII to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Here at the Eddington store, we have what you're craving. From Holton Dairy Farm products to our daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. Did I mention we have fresh cut meat? From Hamburg to steaks and even fresh produce, we have what you're craving. And while you're here, don't forget your ice cream at the Dairy Bar and homemade whoopie pies. Are you low on fuel? We offer gas, diesel, and propane too. The Eddington store, for more than your average convenience store. We look forward to seeing you.
Welcome to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop in Brewer. And some call me the King. There are RC trucks, cars, crawlers, and parts aplenty. There are planes, metal detectors, and gear galore. I have decreed that all people can book birthday parties with their RC vehicles provided for all. We have indoor and outdoor tracks and crawling courses available. Bring yourself, your family, and friends to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop, South Main Street, Brewer.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate, 974-7815.
Find meaningful work in direct care and improve the quality of life of others.
The right personality and character traits, in my opinion, to be a DSP is kind, caring, and understanding.
Visit mainjobs.care/WFVX to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Some lawmakers are asking Moderna to rethink their plans to boost the cost of their COVID shot. The company's CEO was on the hot seat at a Senate hearing Wednesday, fielding questions ranging from the planned price bump to the safety of the vaccine. Fox News Chief Washington correspondent Mike Emanuel reports from Washington.
Pharmaceutical company Moderna is being accused of corporate greed. They'll hike the cost of their COVID shot to $130 a dose once the government stockpile runs dry later this year. At a Senate help hearing Wednesday, there was bipartisan outrage.
Quadrupling the price is huge, and I would hope very much that you will reconsider that decision.
A 400% price increase is preposterous.
The federal government paid just $26 per shot. Moderna CEO Stefan Bancel defended the price bump.
This is not the same product. We're expecting a 90% reduction in demand. As you can see, we're losing economies of scale. We must deal with supply chain complexity.
Committee Chairman Bernie Sanders went after Moderna and its leadership for making billions during the pandemic on the backs of Americans. U.S. taxpayers have shelled out billions to fund the vaccine.
You became a multi-billionaire overnight.
I've heard people say, well, that's corporate greed. Yeah, that's kind of how the free enterprise system works.
Republican Senator Rand Paul, who is a medical doctor, also grilled the CEO on whether the vaccine is safe for young people.
You have children.
I do.
Have you vaccinated your children?
I have.
How many times?
3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times.
Moderna's CEO said he plans to work with hospitals and homeless shelters to expand access to the vaccine to the uninsured.
Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell announcing another interest rate hike. Powell also reflected on the recent collapse of 2 U.S. banks and the fight against inflation. Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill, Biden cabinet officials appeared before various committees to defend the president's 2024 budget proposal. Fox News correspondent Lauren Blanchard reports from Washington.
My colleagues and I understand the hardship that high inflation is causing.
After weeks of speculation, the Federal Reserve is once again raising interest rates by a 0.25 percentage point, the highest since 2007, as it tries to bring down inflation to its 2% target. Powell also said what he thinks they'll do with future rate hike decisions.
We will closely monitor incoming data and carefully assess the actual and expected effects of tighter credit conditions.
Some economists called for the Fed to pause the hikes after the collapse of 2 U.S. banks earlier this month.
Maybe we get a soft landing, but either way, I think we end up in the same spot where the consumer pulls back a little bit, growth slows down. It's what the Fed wants to see.
Amid the economic uncertainty, Biden cabinet officials arrived on Capitol Hill to defend the president's 2024 budget proposal.
We, the United States, have a positive vision for the future.
a world that is free, that is secure, that is open, that is prosperous. And it's our belief that the budget that we put forward will help advance that vision.
The plan calls for $6.8 trillion in spending and would raise taxes on corporations and the wealthy in order to help strengthen Medicare and Social Security. Republicans oppose the plan.
We'll probably run out of digits at some point under the Biden administration, but we're going to ignore it.
House Republicans have yet to put forward their own budget plan. A proposal could be made public next month.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll check out a new nonprofit that is working to beautify the Bangor area. This and more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Thursday, March 23rd, 2023, and today is National Puppy Day. Established in 2006, today is meant to celebrate our unconditional love over the undeniably cute fur balls that bring so much happiness to the world as they're puppies and as they grow up. It's also designed to bring awareness about puppy mills and encourage prospective pet owners to consider shelter adoption. Later on, we will have our Pet of the Week segment, and we have a puppy at heart joining us, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Okay, moving on now to our daily dose of history. On this day in 1839, we witnessed the first recorded use of the term okay in Boston's Morning Post. The origins of the word are disputed, with many references citing it as a misspelling, but others explaining it to be an acronym for All Correct. That's spelled O-L-L, separate word, K-O-R-R-E-C-T. Of course, those words are spelled differently now as well. These variations were common before the printing press standardized the way we write. It really made me realize how often I use the word okay in general. Very often. Excuse me. Okay, moving on. In 1857, Elisha Otis installed his first elevator at 488 Broadway in New York City. This was the very first elevator ever. He first called it a safety hoist, and it was intended to haul freight for factories. In 1929, the first telephone was installed at the president's desk under the Hoover administration at the White House. And in 1957, the U.S. Army sold off the last of their homing pigeons. The birds were used in World War I and World War II for communication purposes. They served as valuable ways to send undetectable messages. Very cool. For birthdays today, we have one of the most influential actresses of the 20th century, Joan Crawford, who passed away in 1977 at the age of 73. Contemporary basketball player Kyrie Irving is 31 today, and actor Randall Park, known for movies like Always Be My Maybe and the TV show Fresh Off the Boat, is 49 today. Happy birthday to them. All right, moving on now, let's send it over to meteorologist Evan Biggs for our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members-only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We have a few alerts that are in effect. This is a winter weather advisory in the northern parts of the state that'll last until about 4 a.m. as we head towards your Friday because of snow that has been falling out there as well. We also have a small craft advisory that's posted until 2 p.m. on Friday as well along the coast because gusty winds will continue to be an issue moving forward. We do have snow moving through the region this morning, and it's reaching further down to the south at the moment, but we'll gradually start to see this transition over to rain as we'll start start seeing temperatures rising. So the snow will mainly be an issue for the northern parts of the state, especially near the Presque Isle area moving forward. But everywhere else, so we'll be seeing this transition over to rain. So any snow that does fall will not be accumulating. We do have more precipitation off toward the west, so there's more where this came from. So we're going to keep this going throughout today and the parts of tonight before it starts to taper off soon. Futurecast for today, there's more precipitation moving in right behind it, and then we'll start seeing things back off later on tonight and in the daytime period for tomorrow. As for the winds, not too bad though. They'll be switching out of the east to the south at times, but mainly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. A few higher sustained winds at around 15 miles per hour possible, especially as we head towards your Friday. So your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing precipitation moving in, mainly rain later this morning to the afternoon. Temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. A new nonprofit aims to make Bangor more beautiful through art. A group of artists, business owners, and residents came together to start Bangor Beautiful. The organization's goal is to incorporate more art, trees, gardens, and just more in general throughout the city. The group's co-founder says Bangor Beautiful is currently planning its first project, a 3-story mural on Park Street that will be painted by an internationally recognized artist.
So that's going to be an exciting thing that you'll hear more about coming soon. We're also interested in paying local artists as well. We're really interested in trying to grow the public art community, and so create muralists, local artists coming to paint Bangor. If you know of a wall that you want painted, let us know.
If you'd like to get involved with the organization, visit bangorbeautiful.org. All right, still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have the latest with sports, and we'll have that Pet of the Week. We'll be right back.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Perfect. Nice.
As long as we're imagining.
Give it up for your rating fishing champion!
Me? Oh, come on.
Right now, you could get affordable 3.99% financing on an all-wheel drive Camry. And every Camry comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here at Garrett's Auto Sales, we believe in fair prices, superior service, and always treating the customer right. We have a fantastic selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with some priced under $10,000. All our vehicles come with a complimentary 30-day warranty and can be seen at garrettsauto.com. Come see us at Garrett's Auto Sales, where we focus on you, the customer. We're located just 2 miles from the Brewer Walmart on Route 1A. We look forward to meeting you.
At Hashi's Auto Enhancing, our focus is on the appearance, longevity, and value of your vehicle. Does your undercarriage look like this? You can go from this to this. And if you have a new vehicle, you can avoid this. Our annual undercoating service will add years of life to your vehicle. At Hashi's, we also do rhino linings. We can rhino rocker panels, bumpers, trailers, side-by-sides, and more. We take pride in making your ride shine inside and out. Book one of our detailing packages.
Bring your ride to us to protect your investment.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view. Come and enjoy the experience of their all-you-can-eat seafood dinner every Friday night, now through April, with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Simply call to make your reservation or order for takeout. You can also take your taste buds on a journey with their 5-course international menu, Tuesday through Thursday, for just $29.95 per person. The Lucerne Inn, beautiful dining with a delicious view.
They're relentless! It's starting to feel extremely targeted!
That one really likes you! Animal Control, tonight on Fox.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Starting out on the diamond, Maine baseball has won 4 in a row, including a dominant sweep of UMBC in their first America East series of the season. They're looking to keep it rolling into the weekend. Ryan Sudol has the story.
Just a bunch of ball players. That's all it is. Just playing ball, having fun, and, going to win a lot of games.
UMaine baseball started America East play last weekend, and they started out hot, sweeping their 3-game series against UMBC.
I think it kind of proves that that's the team that we are, and
We've kind of been waiting for that to happen for a while now, and we're just going to kind of keep riding it out.
The first game Friday was a pitcher's duel, which featured Black Bear ace Colin Fitzgerald going 7 innings with 2 hits and no earned runs. He is the America East Pitcher of the Week.
When you have all 3 pitches working, it's easy to get ahead of guys and be able to throw what you want when you want. So it's always easy to keep the hitters off balance.
You know, we've had some struggles with pitching, and to have Fitzy go out and lay it down and be like, hey, I got this on lock, that's really uplifting.
Even more uplifting was a 2-run homer by superstar Quinn McDaniel in the top of the 9th to give the Black Bears a 2-1 win.
That kid's different. Yeah, Quinn McDaniel coming up, you know you're in a good spot, so pretty good.
And why wouldn't you? McDaniel is 5th in the nation in on-base percentage and leads in walks per game.
31 walks in 4 weekends, like, people don't have 31 walks in a career.
As for those other 2 games of the sweep, how does 23 runs, 20 hits, and 5 home runs sound?
The guys went out, they made great at-bats and saw the pitches, stuck to the approach, and they did a great job.
The lineup was just hitting missiles, and it was honestly just fun to be a part of and fun to watch.
The Black Bears now move on to St. Joseph's this weekend, a battle of 2 teams meeting for the first time ever. Regardless, the approach remains the same.
Same as every weekend. Go out, play clean baseball, throw strikes, hit strikes, and leave with 2 wins.
What are you looking for in St. Joe's?
Want a cheesesteak.
In Orono, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. I could use a cheesesteak as well. Let's move on now. Earlier this week, the Maine Sports Hall of Fame announced their class of 2023 inductees. There are 10 very deserving athletes on that list. Susan Elias is our first inductee. The Redfield native was the #1 ranked cyclist in America at one point, the 3rd ranked in the world, and she finished 4th in the Tour de France. Next on the list, Bob Hillgrove, Rockland native. He is one of the state's best road runners ever, dominating the scene in the 1960s and 70s, winning a total of 503 events, 49 straight, and he has won every major race in Maine at least once. Biz Houghton from Cape Elizabeth is being inducted for her basketball accomplishments. She went on to play at Boston College and was the Eagles' leading scorer, rebounder, and shot blocker as a junior. Pretty impressive. David Hughes, the Yarmouth grad and the University of Southern Maine grad, was a star on the sailing scene. He was named a captain at both schools, a 2-time Olympic sailor, and a 1-time coach of the Olympic sailing team. Ben McCrillis of Westbrook was a star wrestler, 123 victories in college at American International. He qualified for the NCAA championships 3 times. He's also a 3-time national champion and the AAU world champ. Kim Moody of Gorham, also a star runner, was one of the top in Maine in the 70s and 80s. She posted the 2nd fastest time in USA history in the Chicago National Championship. Howard Parady of Madawaska, he was a star skier. He's really known for building the sport of skiing. He built Mount Carmel and the cross-country trails that became the 4 Seasons. He has won 24 total championships as a coach at the boys and the girls levels. Gabby Price from Bangor is one of the Rams' finest. He's on the list. He was a 3-sport letterman at Bangor High. He went on to play with the University of Maine on the football field, and then he led Bangor football to 2 titles. 2 titles as an assistant and 2 titles as a head coach, and then led the Husson football squad to 4 NCAA tournament appearances. Will Sanborn of Standish was a star at Bonnie Eagle and St. Joe's on the baseball diamond. He still holds 3 records with the Monks as a player. He's in his 31st season as a head coach there now and has won 799 games and 21 championships. Wow. Last but not least is Mike Savitsky, football star at Winslow and UMaine. He won 287 games as head coach of his Raiders, including 7 straight state titles 3 times. He led Winslow to back-to-back championships. Let's head to some lacrosse now. The Husson Eagles in action down at Thomas College. Their first game since taking a victory last Monday. Eagles taking on the Terriers on the road. They're trying to get back to over 500 at 2-2 right now. Second quarter up 5-0. Here is Avery Baker coming across the middle, fires at home. That's her 3rd of the night already. Eagles up 6. In the third now, 7-1 game. Sage Brown gets it in the middle, jumps and gets it to go. Terriers fighting back. But Husson was all over it on Wednesday. Here's Devin Veitz. Ball's loose in close, but she's able to scoop it up and send that into the net. That makes it 9-2. Here's Natalie Witten now charging from behind the net. Fires a low backhand shot, and she is in on the hat trick party too. That is her 3rd. Thomas would score 3 in the 4th, 10-5, but look at Sophia Gomez makes her move, slings it home. That's her hat trick. 3 players with hat tricks. Husson wins 11-5. Pretty impressive stuff right there. Let's stay with some baseball now. We are just 15 days away from opening day down south, where the Portland Sea Dogs will host Binghamton on Thursday night, April 6th at Hadlock Field. Definitely feels like baseball weather, at least these last few days. When first pitch is thrown in April, it will begin the Sea Dogs' 30th season here in Portland. Hadlock is already in terrific shape, especially for mid-March, and that's all thanks to Mother Nature. Earlier on Wednesday, we spoke with longtime Sea Dogs executive Chris Cameron about how a relatively mild winter has really helped the grounds crew.
What really helps is a nice layer of snow on the field, which we did get, and it didn't get too cold, so there's not too much frost. And so, yeah, the field really wintered quite well this year with the weather that we had. So we're in pretty good shape and makes life easy for our grounds crew. So they're going to have this place looking beautiful before you know it.
All right, so the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Sure, the driveway looks good now with the snow on it, but you know what will still be under there in the spring? The same cracks, crumbles, and potholes that were there before winter. Call Eaton Paving today. Let's make an appointment to fix those problems when the weather is ready. Eaton Paving and Excavation.
Since 1950, Fairhaven Camps, located in Brooks, Maine, has provided quality Christian summer camping experiences to young people from Maine and beyond. At Fairhaven Camps, we empower youth from ages 6 through 17 to seek the truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Fairhaven Camps offers day or overnight camps as well as horsemanship and wilderness camps. Fairhaven Camps is now hiring for summer staff and accepting registration for campers. To sign up, apply, or donate, please visit www.fairhavencamps.org or call us today.
It's a fact. 2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want. Call Anthem Maine Health at 1-844-594-1602 today for a free Medicare plan checkup and to make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2023. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and $0 copay for prescriptions. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money toward over-the-counter health items. Don't be one of the Medicare beneficiaries not getting all the benefits you qualify for. Call 1-844-594-1602 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2023.
Sure, the driveway looks good now with the snow on it, but you know what will still be under there in the spring? The same cracks, crumbles, and potholes that were there before winter. Call Eaton Paving today. Let's make an appointment to fix those problems when the weather is ready. Eaton Paving and Excavation.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Maine. And I'm here with Catherine Ravenscraft from Bangor Humane Society. Catherine, thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Good morning.
Who's this?
So this is our friend Dove.
Dove.
I know, and she's a love dove
Yeah.
too. She is 11, so she is a senior lady.
Yeah.
She's looking for some tea and knitting, I think. And she came to us on a transport, I believe, from Texas.
Yeah.
Where her story is a little bit sad. I guess she was basically kept on a porch for most of her life before she was surrendered to a rescue.
Yeah.
That said, she has a very sweet personality.
Yeah.
And
she's so chill.
She really is. Yeah. And she jumped right into my car. She does love going for rides.
Yeah.
And just wanted to look out the window the whole time. She was perfectly contented. Yeah, no racing around. Usually dogs will run around my car and, you know, throw me into neutral on the highway and that sort of thing.
we haven't had a low energy dog in a while. This is great.
Yeah, she is a sweet, sweet girl. So it's always such an honor. I mean, I think that pretty much everyone has had a pet that they have ferried from, you know, puppyhood or kittenhood all the way to the end.
Yeah.
But to be able to take on an older dog like this and really give them the promise of those last great years is It's a special thing.
Special is the word. That was my family's first dog. We got it from Bangor Humane Society. They said he'll maybe only last a year or two, but he lived for 5 more years, so we were so happy.
That's it,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So it could be the same with her, and she's perfectly healthy. She
Yep.
was spayed when she arrived here.
Good.
And made it through that surgery with flying colors. She's still got plenty of that puppy resiliency
Yeah.
in her.
Yeah, and she's really curious right now. She met a bunch of new friends in the production studio, and now it's probably not being picked up on the mic, but she's kind of whiny, and I think she misses her new friends already.
She wants to wander, yeah. Well, it's important to remember that with older dogs, even though what they experienced may not have been ideal from where we're sitting, it's still their experience, and they still are missing whatever life it was they had. So I will be so curious to see what her personality really emerges into once she gets settled and comfortable with a new family.
Absolutely.
It's not unusual for it to take up to 3 months for a dog to really settle in, and I really hope whoever takes her keeps up with us and lets us know how she's doing.
Yeah, you never know their funny little quirks. My family's, our first dog, he hated black Jeeps. He would always lose his mind.
Thing.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's why a lot of people love the shelter dogs like Dove so much, as they come with these strange specific quirks that are so silly.
Exactly.
But you never know until you get to know them.
Until you get to know them, yeah. And it's such a treat, too. Yeah.
You're happy. She's waving. She's wagging her tail. She's just a little. She wants to get out and explore.
She does. Maybe someone will want to do a portrait of her.
Yes.
We've got our pet portraits event going on right now that I definitely want to remember, because we've got dozens of artists waiting in the wings right now to do portraits, and we'd love to see more photos of pets coming in.
Oh, so this is how this is a fundraising, so people can send.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser, right?
Yes.
So the idea is that you go onto our Facebook page, you make a donation. We recommend $25, and then down in the comments you post a photo of your pet. The sillier the better.
Yep.
And then you wait for art. What we keep saying is, it might be good. It might not. We don't know, but you're definitely going to get something.
And it's still special either way.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And this year we've actually got 4 schools on board. We've had Bangor High School for the last couple of years, but this year we've got a school in Dedham, one in Milford. We've got Nokomis Regional. So when I say dozens of artists, we've got a lot of folks.
That is a fundraiser.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we're out of time now, but Catherine, thank you for bringing Devin. Always good to have you. We'll send it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast. Oh, are you tired?
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members-only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. Alrighty, here we are. We do have some advisories posted. A winter weather advisory until 4 a.m. as we head towards your Friday for the northern parts of the state for accumulating snow of around 4 to 5 inches possible on top of what's already fallen. A small crowd advisory up until 2 p.m. as well along the coast, and as of through Friday as well. Friday at around 2 p.m. because of the wave heights that will be increasing. For now, they are not increasing. Look at this, rather low out there. I haven't seen a map like this in quite some time. We'll start seeing that change for our next system moving in. We're just bringing some precipitation, at least as we speak, mainly as snow. We'll start to see most of the state switch over to rain, except for the northern parts of the state, as temperatures for everywhere else will get above freezing and make it into the 40s overall. But the big picture showing these two systems that are starting to merge together now. We'll start seeing them track off towards the north and east. And once we get things out of here later on tonight, things will start to calm down, especially as we head towards tomorrow. Let's break all this down with Futurecast. So we have a little bit of snow and rain this morning, a lot more rain on the way during the afternoon period. Snow for the northern parts of the state as well. Later on tonight, we'll start seeing things calm down. And then by tomorrow morning, look at this, maybe even some sunshine to start things off and a few passing clouds for some as well. Notice the pressure gradient stays a little tight with some wind. We'll have to keep an eye on as well with that system as it continues to move away, but things remaining calm again relatively as we head towards early Saturday morning. So as for the snow, it looks a little bit like this. An additional 4 to 5 inches or so before we're all finished up. Notice farther down toward the south. Not much expected, though, as all this will mainly fall as rain and some decent rainfall at that as well. Some areas could see up to an additional ½ inch of rain before we're all finished up here across the region. So some decent water on the way here across this part of the state. Our average high is 42 degrees. We'll reach for the lower to middle 40s the next few days. Upper 30s Sunday, back in the 40s Monday to Tuesday. Upper 30s again as we head towards your Wednesday. Forecast for today, lower 40s, rain and snow switching over to all rain. Let southwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, middle 30s, rain showers early, then becoming partly cloudy. Northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, mid 40s, partly cloudy and breezy. Northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Will be mostly cloudy on Saturday, highs in the lower 40s. Upper 30s on Sunday with rain and snow on the way. Mostly cloudy by Monday, highs in the mid-40s.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
There's some things that go better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. With Voya, considering all your financial choices together can help you be better prepared for unexpected events.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
The Sebec Lake House proves that Days World is ready for any challenge. The client had very high standards for this entire project. You can tell by Sebec Lake actually being in granite in the floor. Days World had to match those high standards, and we did with the Mitsubishi electric equipment that we carry. They didn't want any diffusers on that first level.
You cannot see the diffusers anywhere, just like they promised. We trusted Dave's World with this project, and we're very pleased with the results, and I'd highly recommend them.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
A book with a look into Dolly Parton's iconic style, a 30th anniversary superpowered reunion, and Vanderpump Rules drama. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has a look at this and more in Hollywood Nation.
It's time for revenge!
A Morphin reunion. Kitty gets a spinoff, and Dolly shares her style in the Hollywood Nation. Country icon Dolly Parton is sharing the story about her lifelong passion for fashion in Behind the Seams, My Life in Rhinestones. Parton shares she hopes fans will enjoy a look at her life in costume and hair and get to know some of the wonderful people that have helped shape her life and look. Behind the Seams is on sale October 17th and available for pre-order.
And I'll finally be free.
In today's First Looks, HBO Max released a trailer for the original documentary film Jason Isbell, Running with Our Eyes Closed. The singer-songwriter takes viewers through his creative process, recording his album Reunions, sharing his personal journey along the way. The doc premieres April 7th.
Attention Power Rangers!
Netflix released a new trailer for the 30th anniversary reunion special, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always, with the team facing the familiar threat of Rita Repulsa. It airs April 19th.
This is fate.
The streamer also shared a clip from To All the Boys I've Loved Before spin-off XO Kitty, following the teen matchmaker moving halfway across the world to reunite with her long-distance boyfriend. The 10-episode series premieres May 18th.
You don't know what's going on between us.
And Brace yourselves, Bravo fans, a Scandival update. Raquel Levis confirmed on her Instagram she will attend the Vanderpump Season 10 reunion. This follows the drama that has unfolded since news of her affair with co-star Tom Sandoval. A trailer released earlier this week showed heated confrontations still set to unfold on the show. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
It's time to get your snack on. March 23rd is National Chips and Dip Day. March 20